More into this extreme cold pattern that we're in because we're not out of the woods yet. In fact, we won't be until really into tomorrow afternoon. It's still going to be frigid, just not quite as extreme. So this extreme cold pattern bracing a good chunk of the nation, starting close to home. Some afternoon temperatures across the Great Lakes could get close to record lows. Not here at Metro Airport, but we're definitely dealing with extreme wind chill readings. Now, as we draw your attention farther south along the Gulf, that's where there could be some areas that are 30 degrees or more below average. And afternoon temperatures today could end up getting close to record lows due to clouds and snow. You heard me right. We're going to talk more about that snow in just a moment. But that extreme cold pattern will persist tomorrow. And so we will have extreme wind chills in the morning, but in the afternoon, nothing too extreme here across the Detroit area. A lot of that is shifting off to the east, but afternoon high temperatures remain near record low levels down to the south. This is where we have winter weather alerts, but this is new since we gave you your last weather hit just 10 minutes ago or so, where a blizzard warning has been issued for portions of southwest Louisiana and the far southeastern part of Texas. That's right, blizzard warnings down along the Gulf Coast. We also have winter storm warnings draping areas of southern Texas all the way to Jacksonville, Florida, up towards the eastern seaboard, and winter weather advisories as you move farther inland due to the snow and the ice. And you see that right here along the coast. And so just south of Houston, some freezing rain that takes you along the Louisiana coast with a swath of snow down south. So if you were hoping to escape the cold here, south is not the place to go. Now, as we look off west here in lower Michigan, Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, still lake effect bands persisting, a few of those in the tip of the mid. We've had a couple this morning leading to some light fresh coating on the roads, but it is worth noting that salt's not quite as effective in these type of temperatures. And so the pounds of ice melted by 1 pound of salt, when you're around 30 degrees, you could get about 46 pounds of that ice melted pretty quickly. About 10 degrees, we're only talking about 5 pounds that will melt from that 1 pound of salt. And we are in single digits right now, not even factoring in those wind chills. And so definitely not as effective today when it comes to treating the roads. 5 at Metro Airport, 2 in Pontiac, 7 in Grosse Ile, 4 below zero in Port Huron. And we have these sub-zero wind chills on the map, feeling like 16 below zero in the Thumb, 22 below zero down in South Bend. A lot of us close to about 10 below zero. Cold weather advisory sticks around until noon tomorrow. But as we look at today, we don't get out of the single digits. We'll feel below zero throughout the day. And the actual air temperature tonight does fall below zero. So you want to make sure you're taking all those proper precautions that Hank was just talking about, especially with those pipes. Tomorrow we start sub-zero, but we do get to 15. It is worth noting by tomorrow afternoon we'll get some snow, but that feels like temperature tomorrow morning will be the worst. Tonight, feeling like 25 below around 11 o'clock tonight and closer to 30 below in some spots early tomorrow morning. So that forewarned weather alert sticks with us Wednesday, back in the 20s Thursday, Friday, seasonal this upcoming weekend. Yeah, so we are stuck in this extreme cold pattern, not just for today, but you already know that a lot of school closings have been extended into Wednesday as well, because that pattern will persist into tomorrow morning. And so let's dive more into that pattern, because we have the potential for some record cold across the Midwest, not necessarily here at Metro Airport, but we have the extreme cold wind chills. Now, as we head down south towards Houston, the Gulf states, some afternoon temperatures will be near record lows, but this is going to be the biggest departure from average, with some areas about 30 degrees or more below average. And then we have winter storm alerts down there. We'll get to that in a moment. That extreme cold persisting into tomorrow. So nothing quite as extreme in the afternoon here in Detroit. However, in the morning, that will be the coldest morning before we start to rebound. And then that colder air shifting to the northeast. Afternoon highs down by Houston and throughout the Gulf. That's where we still could be in that record low territory. So the winter weather alerts down into the Gulf states from Corpus Christi throughout a good chunk of Texas. And that's going to take us all the way along the Gulf Coast, off towards Jacksonville, Florida, up the eastern seaboard. Winter storm warnings. You push a little far inland, a little farther north where there are winter weather advisories. But check this out. A blizzard warning has been issued for portions of southwest Louisiana. So you can't get any relief as you go farther south, as they have this massive system rolling through the south that encompasses a ton of snow and then that freezing drizzle as well. But we'll shift up north where we have some of those lake effect snow bands just kind of pounding the west side of the state from Kalamazoo through Holland into Grand Rapids, northern lower Michigan. Our snow has kind of subsided, but we did get a fresh coating overnight. And because of our frigid temperatures, the salt is not quite as effective. So if you were at 30 degrees, 1 pound of salt would melt 46 pounds of ice. But then at 10 degrees, that 1 pound only melts 5 pounds of ice, and we're below 10 degrees. In fact, air temperatures in the single digits, if not below zero. Check out Port Huron, 6 below zero, and that's not even a wind chill reading because the wind is calm there. 7 is the temperature in Grosse Ile, 1 in Pontiac, and 5 at Metro Airport. So as we scour the map, feeling like 15 below in Bad Axe, feeling like 8 below at Metro, 11 below in Jackson, 16 below in Coldwater, and South Bend, Indiana, 22 degrees below zero with those winds. So as the winds persist today, wind chill readings remain below zero. In fact, that cold weather advisory is not set to lift until noon tomorrow. And that's because we will also have wind chill readings tomorrow morning, potentially colder than today, because that actual air temperature will be colder tonight. 7 is the forecasted high for today, but as we look at tonight, the air temps fall below zero, 4 below for the forecasted low, and feeling even colder with the wind chill. But tomorrow afternoon, we should get out of the single digits and have 15 for that afternoon high. So let's talk wind chills. By 11 o'clock tonight, we could feel anywhere from about 20 to 25 degrees below zero with those winds whipping. And then by tomorrow morning, we're talking maybe 25 degrees below zero, if not lower, for that feels like temperature. Heading in the afternoon, we start to rebound. We're still below zero, but by Thursday morning, now we're talking single-digit wind chills. It's still downright cold, but at least we're going in the right direction. So clouds and radar. We will have the chance for a few of those lake effect snow showers here and there, but the better chance for snow arrives late Wednesday into Thursday, and that's going to bring us maybe some light accumulation, especially by the time we get towards Thursday morning. So that forewarned weather alert will be all the way through Wednesday. We get in the 20s Thursday, Friday, and then we finally get to seasonal low 30s for the upcoming weekend.